Well, I took a few steps to prepare for that when I was in London because remnants I bought and kept, and by the time I came out, I had already everything that was necessary. That's how I came up to start the first printing press in Southern Cameroon. That was the contribution which I can boast of that I did for this nation, because wherever I go today, I'm meeting the fruits, getting the fruits of my labor, because everywhere where there's a printing press, there's somebody who will come out and say, oh, it was my master. Yeah.
Let's move to the other side of George Barika. Tell us about the spiritual side of your person.
Um, my life is that one which I've served the Lord from childhood. As I said, as we started vernacular, it was all the Bible we studied mostly. We didn't do any much of science. Since I was baptized on 17th of November 1949.
You remember the day?
No, I do not forget this. I cannot forget the day I became a Christian.
Yes.
Yeah. Ever since then, I've been a Presbyterian, and I think I will die a Presbyterian.
But your heart for charity has gone out
Yeah.
through your foundation. Tell us
Yes,
about
through the foundation, we've been able to give a number of scholarships right from the village. At certain times, we found that so many parents of bright children could not even afford to make a birth certificate for their children to take the common entrance and the first school living. So that's where we came in very strongly with the foundation, helping to make sure that the children wrote common entrance, first school living, and the brighter ones either had some scholarships or the parents could take up from there to pay if they were able. And those who were not able, we supported. And from there to the secondary school. And today we are having the university, the ICT university, which was brought in and by us into Cameroon. And we have given a number of scholarships. Some have graduated, some are still on doing it, and we are still giving the scholarships because we are concerned with education, to educate the child. Mostly, my foundation is basically helping all the children to go to school, to learn book and know and be educated. So all what we do basically rests on educating the child.
How would you explain this passion, this particular passion you have for education?
Because I know that when people are not educated, they are uncivilized and they cannot do anything. Education makes a man independent and makes one what he wants to be. And so if we cannot think that we are independent if we are not educated. And when we are educated and follow Christianity, give our lives to Christ, our country will see a lot of joy because everybody will be happy and everybody will be fighting to see that the other person is happy. Nobody will hurt the other. So this is a reason of this foundation coming up. We have given, we announced scholarships even to the blind. So we are supporting in all areas that we could possibly do it.
Okay, let's get on to the softer side of George BARIKA. Tell us how you met your beautiful wife.
Yes, a beautiful girl. A beautiful guy. Saw in the village, caught the eye, and I didn't know that as I was looking at her, she was looking at me.
Really? Okay.
And so it happened that my stepdaughter was a close friend to her. And so when she suggested to her that she would be happy if they as friends live not only as friends but true friends forever, because she would want her to enter her family, she was so happy. And the parents and consulted, everybody was happy about it. So there was a lot of joy in my marriage, because the father, the mother, everybody in her family were so happy about it, and in my family the same. And so we got together, and after a couple of months we started having our issues.
Okay.
Like this one. It's looking so big now. But
First of all, how many years have you been married now?
50
Over 50 years.
over 50 years, yes.
Yes.
Over 50 years.
Now, this is interesting because when we look at our society right now, people can't even stay in marriage for 5 years. But you've lived over 50 years. What is the secret?
Yeah, people don't. The thing is that when people think too much of themselves only, that is where it doesn't work. Because, as I said earlier, everybody, you have to consider the other person, what you are doing to your partner. Think, if I did this to my partner, if she were the person doing it on me, would I be happy? Once the answer is yes, you can do it. But if you know that you cannot be happy if she did that to you, don't do it to her. And sometimes in marriage, either you the girl or you the boy, one of the two is the cushion.
The cushion. Interesting.
The cushion. When you come from there with force like that, if we fall, whoop, then no hurt. You don't hurt yourself.
Yes.
Because it is soft. So when this is happening, you can enjoy marriage, and marriage will be that one which is enjoyable, and you go along successfully. And I see some people. I've heard a woman who said, I don't stay with my man for 10 years. That one no plenty. But I laughed because when you hear that people decide to marry, and when they live 10 years, the other partner say that one is too much, then it means that they were not serious about marrying. Marriage is something you take upon yourself as an oath, for better or for worse. Only death could part the two of you.
And I like the cushion aspect.
Yeah.
Everyone has to have a role and master your role.
Yes.
And definitely you will last longer
You
together.
last long.
50 years. How many children do you have?
I have 7 children.
Before I let go of you, what is the one lesson life has taught you?
Humility and goodness to one another. Love. These are the key things in life that will keep a family together happily throughout. That will keep a nation happily throughout. Love for one another, which I have observed in my life as I grew. From the time I started growing, I know that I don't have to bend back.
In pride.
I don't have to be proud. And I tell my children, don't be proud. Humble yourself and God will raise you up. So we have to learn to live in humility and to love one another. That is what I think about life.
Yaoundé is not even that bad, but what about if you come back to Africa and you want to live in your village?
Biggest machine we have in the house at the moment. Laboratories.